Alright, well, I'm gonna do this video on Ilia Topuria because my last video was trash, and I really wanted to set up a video for talking about one of my favorite fighters in the UFC, one of the most technical strikers in the UFC, if I could speak. Here's just Volk being unconscious with his eyes open. It's great shot. But yeah, this is what the video's about. Technical boxing. I mean, I'm doing like a breakdown of his skill set and general ability. That's basically what this breakdown is. Also, does anybody else think that Volk looks the most peaceful I've ever seen anyone in my life in this clip? Like, dang. But yeah, Ilia is surprisingly good at almost everything. Uh, I won't say he's the greatest fighter in the UFC history, but look at this body shot. Is that blood on his gloves? Like, it's a horrendous body shot. He does that a lot. And I'm going to base him off other fighters here. Look how he slips that shot right there. Slips it like pull counters. He rips one down to the body. Nasty body shot. Man, like, y'all don't understand how scary he is probably for all the featherweights and lightweights and bantamweights. Yeah, he then goes in for the uppercut, which clips dude's nose. Damon Jackson, I believe dude's name is. Crushes his body with a clean hook. I mean, just disgusting work. Look at that. And Ilia, he moves his feet really well too, kind of like a prime Mike Tyson, early era Mike Tyson. I'm talking like 1984 Mike Tyson. Nasty work. I'm also going to be basing him off of some fighters like Tank Davis. But he has incredible takedowns too. He got takedowns against like Bryce Mitchell and then the early pre-UFC opponents. Here's like Mike Tyson slipping a long shot from a dude by the name of Michael Johnson. Early in his career, it was like his 8th professional fight or something like that, 7th professional fight. Man, if I could speak, that would be great. And yeah, he dips in under the shot, bang, to the body. Yeah. Here's a good shot. You see Tank Davis probing with the jab. I mean, that's a pretty good shot in my opinion. I have it so wide out so y'all can see the stances. And then you see, like, Ryan Garcia makes a huge mistake. Yeah, he steps way too far in, does a wide swinging hook, trying to just clip Tank Davis. Tank Davis just slips down. And then Ryan Garcia is left in this very awkward position with his head wide open. And, yeah, Tank just takes advantage of it. Things like this are what Ilia can do great in MMA. Pull counters, slip counters, getting inside of people's stances because he has great footwork. Bang! Straight down the pipe. Easy to land, lightning fast when you watch it in the fight. It was like a tenth of a second, like really quick. Ilia has that ability right there, but he also can kick very hard. He can stop kicks for the most part. He has like a tight guard. Yeah, and here's me basically like Eddie Alvarez when he landed that uppercut and that first big right hand he landed on RDA to get him back up. Ilia can pull that off even if it's in the 3rd round after getting schooled against like a fighter, or 4th round or 5th round. He has that ability and he's a lot more calm than Eddie Alvarez and can land it with a lot more power. Yeah, here's him when he's fighting Max Holloway. You see Max, this was right after a leg kick and Max like probed forward. So Ilia like learned that exchange from Max, and next time when he leg kicked him, he blocked Max's jab when Max jabbed off of getting leg kicked. You could see how he was also about to pull down the right hand with the other hand as it was coming in, like parry it down. Really nice technique. His leg, you could even see his leg coming back right there. He wasn't even fully on stance. A lot of fighters don't realize. So now we know that he has maximum power, maximum techniques in his hands, good like composure and blocking. There's Max after he threw a stomp to the knee, and Ilia had pulled back and then re-entered into range, and you see the weird position Max was left in. Ilia didn't land anything off of this exchange, but it set up the knockdown. And then there's just a big hook. Max had gotten hurt prior to this by a straight right down the pipe. Max went to push off of Ilia in this particular exchange and got absolutely whipped. You could see how Ilia's stance, like right there, and then, I mean, look at Max on the ground. He looked like he aged 30 years right there. Like within 5 seconds, he had aged 30 years. Man was asleep. Man was absolutely gone. One big left hook, stance switch, bang. And, like, Max landed big leg kicks, big leg stomps, if I could speak, for the love of God. Big leg stomps. And he couldn't injure Ilia's leg. I heard people talking about that. I'll bring that up a little bit later. I just don't think it's much of a thing. And here's some charts. I'd say, like, the green bar is Ilia's potential. The red bar is Ilia's ambition. The, like, I don't know, gray bar or whatever bar that is, the one next to the red one, would be, like, Ilia's, I guess, like, what most people think his potential is. And the blue bar is what I would say is, like, worst case scenario, probably. And here's him getting head kicked. Now, he isn't the most durable fighter. He isn't a Marvin Vettori or a Max Holloway, especially not a Marvin Vettori, who could take, like, flush head kicks and do nothing to him. But he takes his head kick, gets right back up. He takes big shots and rolls them off, and it's perfectly fine. And here's that leg thing. Like, you can see a little mark on his leg. A lot of people talk about that because he had leg surgery early on in his career, I believe. Or just prior to his MMA career, something like that. But I just... like, he took leg stomps off Max with no problem. Volk tried a bunch of leg kicks, and this is what happened to him. You know, he ended up in a coffin. So, that's my video for the day. Goodbye.